Hello, everybody, and welcome to race number 1 for the Ninja Axel Racing League Whelen Modified Tour. Today, they'll be taking on New Smyrna for 200 laps as qualifying is getting started here. Tony Stewart, we'll watch first as he pulls out of pit road. I'll watch him for his first lap, and then we'll jump over to someone else for their last lap. As Tony Stewart exits turn 4, and he'll start his first flying lap here in qualifying in that Home Depot number 20 machine. Tony Stewart did set the fastest lap time in practice, and now he's looking to keep that rolling here in qualifying as he'll come across the line and put himself in third. But now let's jump back to Lightning McQueen here in the number 95 as he's looking to improve his time as he sits 8th currently, hoping to improve off the board as we only have 10 modifieds right now. We're looking for more people. McQueen falls back to 10th and then straight up to first. McQueen will take pole here at New Smyrna. Just give me 1 second. Actually, everything should be finishing up here right smoothly. Let me just check one thing. Apparently not. Well, there we go. As the night starts to set here, we're about to go 200 laps of racing here at New Smyrna Speedway. And let's pull off your starting grid. Starting in P number 1, the Rusty's number 95 for Lightning McQueen into his outside in the Sunoco number 42, Drop Shadow. Starting in P3 in the Pepsi number 24, it'll be Jeff Gordon into his outside in the Oreos number 8. It'll be Bauer Benoit. All these drivers making the first time start here. Lining up in 5th, the Lucas Oil number 8 for Kyle Busch. I know he passed away in real life, but we're going to keep him here and hope he does his best here in the Ninja Axel Racing. Ariel Benoit in the Skittles number 21 lines up in 6th. 7th goes to the number 20 Home Depot for Tony Stewart. Kyle Larson in the Hendrick Motorsports. Might not be Hendrick actually. Let me go check. It's actually Valvoline number 5 for Kyle Larson lines up in 8. The Dynaco number 67 for Connor Hale will line up in P number 9. And rounding out your field in P10, the number 5, the McCody Setup Shop number 5 for Otto Benoit. As the pace car pulls around and we get back to alright, never mind. As Lightning McQueen Drop Shadow will lead us to the start this time. Not expecting caution, but I will expect green flag pit stops here tonight. As green flags out, we're underway in New Smyrna. Lightning McQueen and Drop Shadow down into turn 1. They're still side by side through turn 1. Will Croc have a run off the corner? Looks like Lightning McQueen will be able to hold on. And Jeff Gordon there looks to also make a move in that number 24 machine. As Jeff Gordon in the 24 now down inside of Drop Shadow. But down the front stretch, Croc will look to pull right in front of him into turn 1. As he'll block the nose off the 24 machine. And right behind them, Bauer Benoit along the outside of Jeff Gordon. Here comes the number 8 of Kyle Busch inside of Bauer. Kyle Busch in the number 8, Lucas Oil machine will look to make his way up inside the top 4. Maybe even the top 3 here. Drop Shadow going past Lightning McQueen for the lead as he'll clear him there into turn 1 here on lap 3. Kyle Busch now looking to make his way around the number 24 machine. Jeff Gordon Kyle Busch, they're on the outside of the 24. Tony Stewart getting past number 8 of Val Benoit there, as Kyle Busch has found some speed on this outside lane that not any other driver has found apparently. As he is moving along that outside lane, trying to get around this 24 machine. Lightning McQueen's also up on the outside of Drop Shadow. As there he rolls around the corner. Kyle Busch will take over third as he's now up 2 positions from the start of the race. We go back up to the battle for the lead. Lightning McQueen and Croc Shadow battling hard up front here. This is a 200 lap race, so if they tear up their equipment here too early, they might not be in this, but they also want to stay in contention. If you go a lap down and there's no caution, you might be screwed. Caution laps do count for the Ninja Axel Whelen Modified Tour. And right now, Kyle Busch on the inside of the 95 Lightning McQueen as he's looking to move his way inside into second as he drives it down to the bottom of turn 4. Or turn 3 and out of 4 as they look to clear him here into 1. Not quite able to be clear, but out of 2 he will pull clear of the number 95 machine, who is starting to lose ground to the 42. There goes Kyle Busch to the inside as he's looking to take the race lead away here on lap number 10. Kyle Busch is on the inside. Oh wait, never mind, lap number 9. I thought it was 10. I looked at it a little too early there. Lap 9, Kyle Busch and Drop Shadow paddling for the lead as here comes the number 8 of Kyle Busch. He'll lead lap 10, maybe not. I believe he did lead lap 10, but they're still battling hard. Jeff Gordon moves himself up inside the top 3. They're behind, and Kyle Busch has cleared for the lead. New race leader Kyle Busch has taken this one. Ariel Benoit there in the 21 Skittles machine, looking to follow the 24 Jeff Gordon through. That front row starting to fall back here on that outside lane, but they still have the even runs here. It's just where you can find the speed as we saw that number 8 machine right out in front of them. Is able to pull along the outside of Jeff Gordon and get by him. And now Croc Shadow looks back to the outside of Kyle Busch here for the lead, but Busch will not allow him to get up there. Kyle Busch still going to lead you here. Croc Shadow second, third Jeff Gordon. Fourth is a battle between Ariel Benoit and Mike McQueen. Ariel will lead Mike McQueen there to be in 4th, and here comes Tony Stewart. He's now in the mix for this number 5 position as Ariel Benoit will look to make a move on the 24 machine. Funny thing here, there's a lot of 2s in this field just because of the 20s. Well, actually, I should just say there's a lot of 20s in this field, with numbers in the 20s. Double 5s, double 8s. And yeah, that's pretty much it. As Ariel Benoit will stay in 4th, Tony Stewart moves inside the top 5. And battling in the back is Kyle Larson and Connor Hale as they're both struggling to keep up with the rest of the field. Bauer Benoit after starting in P4, he's fallen back all the way to 8th as he's trying to win for speed in that car. Like McQueen starting on pole, he's all the way back to P7. And Connor Benoit turns step shot number 5, moves himself up into 6th as he's now up 4 positions from starting P number 10. He's now up in the 6th, and now he'll look to follow Tony Stewart back past the number 21 of Ariel Benoit. Tony Stewart and Ariel Benoit now battling for top 5, for 4th. But Otto Benoit's looking to take 5th away from Ariel. Ariel on the outside, Otto on the inside. Now Otto's not quite able to stay out there. White McQueen has fallen back all the way to 8th place after starting on the pole. This looks like a tough day for him. Otto Benoit looks like he found some speed on the outside lane. He's going to go to the outside of Ariel Benoit and look to make the pass for 5th. As that time through 3 and 4, he's going to look to try again another run here off the corner. Otto Benoit in the number 5 here, battling with Ariel Benoit. Bauer Benoit now in the joint. Now wanting to join. Bauer, Ariel, Otto, the sibling battle here in the middle of the pack. As they all battling for this number 5 position here. Otto Benoit out on the outside lane does not have the speed that Kyle Busch found out there earlier on in this one. But the outside lane might kick in later. Otto Benoit on the outside and now falling back to Kyle Larson. Connor Hale struggling today at New Smyrna. He hopes to improve that car. He had troubles in qualifying, now he's having troubles in the race. We come back up to our race leader, who is pulling away from this field. Kyle Busch is set second on the field, as he obviously knows how to drive this number 8 Lucas Oil machine all the way up to the front and lead some laps, as he's hoping there's no caution and he can just pull away from this field and get some clean green flag pit stops. Because I know there's going to be at least one green flag pit stop, because I think they're just out of their fuel range. So it might be a long pit stop. But I think these cars are kind of slow at fueling. There'll probably also be tires during that pit stop. 200 laps on the same pair of tires, on the same set of tires. Not going to be fun for these drivers. As Drop Shadow under pressure from his reverse number of Jack Gordon, as you got from 42 and 24 up here battling for second and third. But right behind them is number 20 of Tony Stewart, as he'll try to drill them, and he was fastest in practice, was 7th fastest in qualifying. He's trying to match his practice pace here during the race, as he's now probably just riding, saving those tires, because we've got a long race ahead of us. Ariel Illinois there in the back. She's clear of her siblings, and now she's riding in fifth all by herself. Lightning McQueen making a move on Bauer Illinois for 6th. Bauer and Lightning battling it out here for 6th. The Warriors machine versus the Rusty. Lightning McQueen will look to clear with ease, though, as off of 4, he's not quite able to complete the clear. But down here in the turn 1, he's probably going to get clear. Not quite, as Bauer Illinois got a huge run around the outside. Bauer Illinois the pullback even, and now we've got a race here for the number 6 position, but it looks like he's outside lane struggled through 3 and 4, as Lightning McQueen should easily clear here into turn 1. Bauer's going to keep it up there on the outside. He's not going to be close enough off of 2. Lightning McQueen will take away the 6th position. As further back, Connor Hale is reeling in the number 5 Auto Illinois. He is looking to move himself out of last, as Auto Illinois starts to struggle here with pace early on in this one, and we're only 30 laps in. It's actually quite quick if you think about it. We've gone 30 laps in about 10 minutes. So 30 laps in 10 minutes, about let me do some quick math here. 50 laps will be about 16 to 18 minutes, I'm guessing. And then that doubled just about an hour to complete this full race, but probably with a pit stop a little longer. So that's my guess, but we're riding on with Kyle Busch, who's now expanded his lead to 1.6 seconds ahead of second, as he has found the pace in that number 8 machine. And he is just flying away from everyone. Drop Shadow finds himself pulling away from the number 24 Jeff Gordon, as he now feels the pressure from Tony Stewart. Tony Stewart and Jeff Gordon here battling it out. Further on back, Ariel Illinois just riding in that number 5 position. Lightning McQueen trying to work his way back up through the field. He fell all the way back, and now he got Kyle Larson on his tail, looking to put the pressure on. Kyle Larson on the tail of the 95 machine, as Lightning McQueen starts to pull away. Auto Illinois and Connor Hale battling out for last. Almost a 2-second lead for your leader, but he's over 7 seconds ahead of Auto Illinois and Connor Hale. We're still battling this out. Connor Hale in the 67 machine will clear into 4, and that will be a definite clear, because not many cars are able to keep pace up on the outside there. Auto Illinois will probably look to make a resurgence in speed and make a move back around the 67 machine. But up ahead, Kyle Larson moves to the inside of Lightning McQueen. Not quite able to hold it there into turn 3, as he'll have to remake a run at that. He comes back forward. Tony Stewart has fallen away from Jack Gordon there a little bit, as Jack Gordon back to the bumper of the 42. Kyle Busch still pulling away from everyone else in this one, as you can see his car barely on screen anymore. Especially into turn 1, where you're most likely going to see him for exiting turn 4, if you even have a chance to. Yeah, you don't even see him exiting turn 4. As that's how far ahead it is. You can see barely in turn one there for a second off this. But right now, the number 42 and 24 battling out for the second place position here early on. As Kyle Busch probably has the best chance of saving his tires here early on. No one's even near him. As if he wants to ride this one out, he can. As it looks like Drop Shadow starting to reel him in that number 42 machine. As he's now on it back to just 2 seconds. Rock Shadow is looking to reel in the number 8 machine though. No one's been able to keep pace with him yet, but now Brock looking for some advancement. Has Rock Shadow in the 42. He's now riding, hopefully, trying to get away from Jeff Gordon and Tony Stewart. We're now right on his tail. We got 3 cars battling for the podium position at the moment. We're 40 laps in to this one. And there goes Tony Stewart to the inside. Jeff Gordon on the outside. Now going to lose the top 3 position here for the first time in a while. And there goes Tony Stewart around the inside. He'll take 3rd place away here. As now he'll look to set his sights on the number 42 machine of Brock Shadow. If you want to join the NARL Race League, the Ninja Axel Racing League, join the Discord. I might put it in the description of this video, but it's definitely under my in my profile bio. Go join that and make sure to pick out your number so I can get you a car. As we need more drivers here. Some of the fields are smaller. I think our 2 biggest fields are the super late models and late models. Late models weekly. Super late models are the Tour. Super late model Tour does not run weekly. It depends on the situation. First 4 of the first 5 weeks, super late model Tour does run. One of them on a weekly night, which is the opening night for the weekly series. So make sure to go check that one out. But the Wheel Modified Tour, this is the first race of 2 in the next 3 weeks. They'll also be running the same week as weekly series start up, but they'll be running back on Thursday like tonight. As Kyle Busch now extends the lead to 3 seconds here in this number 8 machine. He has found pace here at New Smyrna that no one else has found. And it is showing as that number 8 machine is flying up front. Connor Hale all the way back to the last once again. As Audubon only got back around him here. Up ahead, Darby, who's been struggling as well. Same with Kyle Larson. Leighton McQueen as well is carried on the pole. And he's only running in 6th, not really catching anyone in front of him. Ariel Benoit in the 21. He's in 5th. As she's trying to reel in number 24, Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon in 4th, looking to reel in the 20 and 42. Tony Stewart and Rock Shadow. Stewart has worked his way up from 7th in that 20 machine. As Tony Stewart under pressure from the 24, Rock is just pulling away from these guys. As this is going to be harder and harder as this race goes on to keep up with the guys up front. Once they pull away, it's harder to catch them. As we are just 20 minutes into this video, and we're already 50 laps into this race, so about 16 to 18 minutes. Like I said, I think it's more like 16-ish minutes because of the little bit of the early start of this, and the qualifying and grading process. That's going to be closer to 15, 16, I think. I'll go check and see myself after the race. If you want to check, just look at when the race started and you'll be able to know how fast these guys are taking off laps, because they are quick here at New Smyrna. 16-second lap time. And Kyle Busch is just dominating. He's pulling up 16.8 Well, right now 17.16, but his best is a 16.8. Drop Shadow putting up a 17.15. Fastest lap, last lap goes to Tony Stewart with a... No, wait, no, not Tony Stewart. Ariel Benoit with a 17.12. As some cars in the back are starting to get quicker. Busch just riding it out here up front as there's starting to be pressure back again on Drop Shadow. This time from the number 20 of Tony Stewart. Yes, Smyrna falling off and has Ariel Benoit now with pressure on him. Tony Stewart in the number 20 machine, looking to make a move on the 42. Like he's got to get up to his rear bumper so he can have a chance to make the move, as he's gaining on him every single lap. As Connor Hale, Illinois still battling out there in the back. Here goes Tony Stewart to the inside. He's going to go to the inside into turn 1. The outside car has been the better car, I think, through turn 1 and 2. But Tony Stewart looks to be proving that wrong here as he looks to move that number 20 machine up into second. As right now he's in second, but can he hold on to it down the front stretch? Looks like he will. Will Brock get a good run into the corner? No, he will not. Tony Stewart will clear, and he'll move himself up into second as now the top two is Kyle Busch, Tony Stewart. Drop Shadow started in second, and now he's back to third. So he's looking to come back on outside in that number 42 machine. As he comes back around the outside in the 42, he's looking to get back around number 20 here. Drop Shadow in the 42, looking to make a move on Tony Stewart. Tony Stewart in the 20 now has Jeff Gordon coming into the mix as well. Ariel Benoit to be also joining them here very soon. Like he's just got to ride this one out. Oh, Busch has by far the fastest car on the track. He's now 4 seconds ahead of this race. No, the interesting thing about this, some cars will just pull away and be the fastest car all night, while others will pull away and fall back. Because an interesting thing about this, everyone has the same skill set. If you want to use it for your AI stuff, so anyone can win the championship by technicalities. I don't know if there's something like that says which cars will be faster or whatnot. I just do single race, so, and do the points myself because I feel it's easier. But yeah, Tony Stewart in the number 20 machine. Now trying to really Kyle Busch, not looking like much luck, but he is ahead of Drop Shadow pulling away. So let's come back to late in the lead here. He's under pressure from Kyle Larson. A lot of people in Connor Hale are quite a bit back. As Connor Hale right now in front of Positive Williams, but if we jump from then to Kyle Busch, he's already down the front stretch. These guys are running, might be running into some issues if Kyle Busch catches them. There comes the number 8 car down into turn 3, and where's Auto going to be entering turn 1, so it's about half a lap there in front of the race leader, as the number 5 and 67 machine are struggling here, looking to make up ground. Auto annoying Connor Hale battling out here at New Smyrna for this number 9 position. Bauer going there up ahead, just all by himself. Same with Kyle Larson, who's now caught up to the back of 95 once again. Kyle Larson going to make a move on Clayton McQueen here once again as he goes downside in the number 5 machine. Is he able to hold it through 3 and 4? Will he get a run deep off the corner as he'll be on the outside of McQueen into 1 and 2 here once again. Larson trying to carry that number 5 car around the outside and move his way out to the 6. Larson on the outside, McQueen on the inside once again through 3 and 4. Seems like Larson's got 3 and 4 figured out pretty well. But we've seen most of the speed come from the outside in 1 and 2. I think it's starting to flip here, as the inside lane for 1 and 2 seems to be better, but that outside lane in 3 and 4 seems to be better. As this race keeps kicking on for about 75 laps in with Kyle Busch goes across the line. Up ahead, Jack Gordon now on the back of Rock Shadow, who is trying to keep up with Tony Stewart, who is 4 seconds back to Kyle Busch. So this one's going to be tough for these drivers up ahead. As there goes Rock Shadow back to the inside of Tony Stewart. Rock and Stewart. Side by side. Kyle Busch, not Kyle Busch. Jack Gordon will look to the side of Tony Stewart in the number 24 machine. Rock Shadow taking over second here once again, as that's the position he's been running in most of the night. Tony Stewart worked his way up into, and now he's falling back outside the top 3. As here comes Jack Gordon, almost getting into the back of the 42 as he is slow. And there goes Tony Stewart back in the second. And what a checkout from Rock Shadow there off of 1. As I thought someone from up front was missing. I saw Ariel coming. I saw one other car. That was another car coming. But now Ariel's been in 5th this whole time. She's just not been catching anyone. As we're about to be 80 laps into this one. And Kyle Busch has a gap over 3rd of over 5 seconds. So he's looking to dominate this race. There goes Ariel. We're going to the inside of the 24 machine. He's going on the inside of Gordon. Jack Gordon's going to use that speed around the outside. He's going to carry it down the back stretch. Not quite. Now they are wheel to wheel into 4 area. We're going to get the huge run. As she's looking to have the better run through the corner all the time. As there they go back to the corner here once again. As she will definitely clear that time. She works herself up in 4th. She's going to look for 3rd here. As now she's on the back of Rock Shadow. Does she look to the outside here? Out of the corner? No. To the inside she goes. She'll send it to the inside of Rock Shadow. Down the front stretch into turn 1. Ariel Illinois now on the inside of the 42 machine. Can she keep her nose there? Does not look like she can. Will Brock leave it open? Yes, he will. Ariel Illinois now side by side with Brock once again. Illinois and Shadow battling it out here. As Ariel Illinois looks like there was contact there between the two. This racing up front has been spectacular for the cars that are racing, as Tony Stewart has now found himself about 2 seconds ahead of these guys battling it out. Looking to pull Kyle Busch to start pulling away from the rest of the field, as Ariel Illinois losing out to Rock Shadow there for 3rd, but not necessarily losing a position, because she actually gained the position from all that battle and would come back lane between here. As he's running all by himself, down going down by Kyle Larson, who's starting to fall back. All to be going now in front of Connor Hale, who's right there and exiting 1. Kyle Busch is entering 1. We might see lap traffic here soon, as Kyle Busch starting to catch up to the number 67 machine of Connor Hale. As we might be able to see him enter through turn 1. Yes, you can, just barely. It's about the same gap that Kyle Busch had over the field earlier on. As there's Brock, he's now trying to reel back into Tony Stewart. As Tony Stewart trying to pull away from this number 42 machine. But not able to have the speed enough. I don't know about not having the speed enough. He's definitely got the speed to pull away from this field. Ariel Illinois struggling to keep it in front of the 24 with some distance, as she's still got pressure from him. She's trying to hold the bottom lane, get a good run off, but there comes number 24, Jack Gordon, to the outside. Gordon looking to take that 4th place position back from the 21. Ariel Illinois in the number 21 machine ran in the exact racing late model division. Yeah. For season 1. Technically, this is season 1 of the new improved style. the season 1, the original starting season. I'm gonna call it preseason, kind of like season 0. There we go, season 0 of the Ninja Axel Racing League. As I believe she came in 2nd in the late model division, or she came in 3rd. I believe she finished top 5. Matthew Duda did win that one, as he's running over in the super late model division. I think he's struggling here early on in the season over there. Axel Benoit decided he's not going to race this season. Yes, he might jump back in later on, but he's not going to race this season for Ninja Axel Racing League. He's going to run special events like the Oxford 250 later on in the season. Heat racing has been added. We're going to get some of that. We're going to add a dirt season. A dirt season that will be rotating. Wow, it's probably just going to be, well, every season is going to rotate. I don't have very many dirt tracks. I got like 4 or 5. I think there's 6 total at home, but one of them I cannot run because apparently they didn't add it. It's USA dirt. They did not add that to AR racing yet, but that will be coming here soon, I think, or at least they should, as Kyle Busch out ahead here, about to lead us to halfway. We're looking to pull up the late model points here real quick, or super late model, I mean. They'll be entering race 4 when we head over to the weekly series we run at Lanier. But right now, number 8 of Kyle Busch looks to have the most dominant car we've seen all season, as he has moved that one up to the front quite quickly in this one, as he started at 5th, so it was no easy task getting his way to the front. Let's just go over a quick skim of the points. Your current points leader in super late model division is Kirsty Benoit. Kyle with 90 points. Brad Scott from 10 back. Steven Harvard, they're both 10 back with 80 points. 4 back of them is Tyler Coon and Dale Earnhardt Jr., both with 76. Carson Hostbar and Steven Bolt tied for 6th with 74 points. Hannah Santee with 72. Denny Hamlin, Ariana Santee tied for 9th with 70 points. Alex Bowman sits 11th with 64 points as we've reached halfway done with this one. Kyle Busch has dominated this one from start to finish. He's definitely going to have the most laps led, and I think that gives him bonus points, so that should be good for him. Joey Logano sits 12th with 62 points. Cole Sterling 13th with 60 points. Stacey Kuhn sits 14th with 58. Jason Benoit 15th with 56. Travis Toro 54 points at 16th, and Axel Vance doesn't even have double the amount of points, or more points in a race than you can earn in a race. You can earn 50 points in a race. He's 10 back of that. He only has 40 points earned this season. I think he actually sits 14 back of Travis Toro, and that puts him 50 points behind the leaders. One win, and he shoots himself up towards the middle of the pack, as we saw. Actually, one win probably doesn't shoot you up towards the middle of the pack, because who just won last? It was Zenith Bolt. He's only 7th. So I guess you're going to be in the middle, but he's only 7th in points. Kristen Benoit won race 1. She expanded her gap, her lead to 10 points. So now let's get back to this one. That's Kyle Busch starting to reel in this lap traffic up ahead, and Tony Stewart has Rock Shadow on his tail. Andrew Benoit and Jeff Gordon have fallen back. There's Benoit all by herself once again. That kind of set early again by Jeff Gordon, kind of released him from racing for the top 3. I think he was tearing up his tires, trying to catch that top 3, and now he's falling back. Oh, Larson, like between Power, we're all running their normal. As Auto Benoit, Connor Hale struggling here. Auto did have some early race pace. I think he got short run speed, not long run. as he was moving up to the field. Then we hit like the longer this run is went on, the more back he's falling. We made a caution, but that's most likely not going to happen. As you can see, Kyle Busch just ever slightly getting closer and closer to these cars. As we jump back to him here, Kyle Busch reeling these two in fast in that number 8 machine. As he'll be looking to be the first driver this season to lap someone in a race. As I don't think we've had someone be lapped in the super late models yet. They ran New Hampshire, which was no lap. No one was lapped. There might have been a caution, but no one was lapped by being off pace. Maybe there was, I don't remember. The stream is really laggy, so I'm not going to check. That's why we switched over to these videos. Other than that, he is looking to put the first on the last week. There were 0 lap cars there at Smyrna Beach Sports Super Late Model Tours. Kyle Busch is definitely looking to be he's definitely going to be the first driver to put someone lap down here in the NARL Whelen Modified Tour. As I meant to click on Tony Stewart. There's Tony Stewart. Sits 6.5 seconds back of Kyle Busch. Not much ground being made up right now. But that 20 car has been the second fastest car on the track tonight. But no one's had the speed of that number 8 car. The number 42, Brock Shadow's been podium car all night. He's just looking to hold on to this one for the remaining 87-ish lap. I think 87 laps if I'm doing the math. Well, not 87. 86 laps. Lap of 1, because definitely 115. Ariel Malloy. My car has been 4th, 5th place car. Jeff Gordon has the potential to get up in that top 3 as he has worn those tires out. I think the easy green flag pit stop is literally a stream I just did for Fearless. I thought there might have been green flag pit stop. It was not green flag pit stop. So if I jinx the granny green flag pit stop, that would be hilarious. Because I've said that twice, thinking there's going to be green flag pit stop. If you made this far into the video, congratulations to you. These races probably get boring for you if you're not a big race fan. We might cut down the duration of the video in the future, or not video, of the races here in the future. So like 75% lap, except for weekly series and Oxford 250, obviously. Has Battle of Illinois here running at the rate machine. In front of Kyle Larson, who's been putting the pressure on him as Connor Hale has gone down last. Kyle Busch has made it around one car. He's now setting his sight on that number 5 of Auto Illinois. He has been the first car to be beat in lap traffic here today. He's only 120 laps in. The super late model ran 150 laps and they knew lap someone. So that tells you how fast Kyle Busch has been here tonight. As just because of the pace, I'm probably gonna have to go check screen things to make sure I have everything set up correctly. Because there's maybe he has like better smoothness or something than everyone else. I forgot to change to 1 like everyone else, but he's been flying here tonight. Well, technically, these two are just like slow compared to everyone else in front of him, but still, he's been way faster than everyone else. So I'm definitely gonna go double check that. This race will still be good, even if I do see that messed up on something. He'll keep the win if he does win. Everyone will keep their points. We won't have to redo this race, because I'm not restarting it during the lap race 124 laps in. Tony Stewart and Brock Shadow's still battling now, and they're losing more and more time to that number 8 car up in the front. On your scoreboard is 18. Just because we have 2 number 8s in that race does not allow you to have 2 8s in this on the track at the same time. He's running an 18. While one, you know why. He ran number 18 in Cup Series before he ran the number 8. That's why I gave him an 18. And Kyle Larson's running an 05 because his number is SIP stamp. The other number 5 is not, well, not SIP stamp. It's pretty much part of the paint. The number 5, Auto Annoying, is not part, and Drop Shadow is other 5 is not part of this paint. Drop Shadow moves his 42 up into heat number 2 as he'll get around the number 20 of Tony Stewart. Connor Hale unlapping himself, and now he's back down the lap. I wonder what is going on up front, because this looks like they are putting pressure on Kyle Busch. And Kyle Busch on outside of the 67 machine. I think he went outside to get around Auto Annoying. He lost some pace somewhere, as now he's re-cleared himself in front of that number 67 machine. I think my calculation is off. Maybe not. 130 laps in 40 minutes. Maybe less, like 36, not 36, like 38 minutes. Actually, that's quite good, I guess. Took probably about 30 minutes to get 100 laps in, my guess. Kyle Busch here in the number 8. Losing time on the cars behind him, that might just be because he's in lap crossing. As he is sandwiched in between 2 lap cars who have been battling all night. As now he looks inside, he'll send it in underneath Auto Annoying. He'll get out of the way. Connor Hale will look to follow him through. As he'll put his second car a lap down. Auto Annoying trying to hold tight on that outside lane. Can he stay in front of the 67 machine? Connor Hale trying to pick up an opportunity made by the race leader coming by. As Auto Annoying and Connor Hale still battling out here. Even though they're lap down, we're going to focus on this battle because this is important for the Lucky Dog. If there were a caution to come out, whoever leads at the time gets the Lucky Dog. Is right now Connor Hale is the Lucky Dog. We'll jump back to Brock versus Tony. Brock is falling back behind him here once again. And they'll have to work their way through lap traffic here soon enough. Actually, it might not be soon enough because they're 6 seconds back. They're probably going to be around lap 180 is my guess, unless they pit stops, then obviously that changes everything. These guys might be able to stretch it. I have not seen, I don't know if I've seen AI run doing the laps. I know if there's a caution, they're all going to come down pit road, take tires, and probably fuel if they need it. I'm not sure if they need fuel. But yeah, I don't believe there's going to be a caution though. Area Illinois there in 4th, 5th, Jeff Gordon, 6th is Light McQueen, 7th Kyle Larson, 8th Bauer Illinois, and 10th is Connor Hale, who's pulled away from Auto Illinois here. Kyle Busch putting himself. His Tony Stewart's actually starting to gain on him as that number 8 machine is starting to fall off. But he does have 2 lap cars in between him and Tony Stewart, who is starting to run faster lap times than Kyle Busch. 2/10 faster lap Tony Stewart is. That time he was not. Now, Kyle Busch has, well, tied for the best lap of the race. But he hasn't really been running laps that much faster than anyone else. And the last lap actually was faster than Tony Stewart. He's going to start pulling away here once again. Tony all by himself. As we're almost to lap 150 in this one. 140 out of 100. What am I saying? Out of 200. Drop Shadow been running in the top 3 all day. That 42 machine has been up front flying. Once he got around the Light McQueen, he had no problems. The only problem he's had is that number 8 of Kyle Busch has been dominating. Area Illinois still 4th. His grinding it out there in that 21 machine, hoping for a caution, probably to reel her back into the other two. As Jeff Gordon did not have the long pace of these four in front of him. He was running with them for about 70, 80 laps, which would be good if there's a caution, because he can run with them for the rest of the race. But right now, he does not have the pace that he needs to keep up. As he's actually being caught by number 95, Lightning McQueen, who had a tough start to this one. He was the slowest. He was one of the slowest to start qualifying, and he picked up so much time on the second lap, putting himself up on the pole. I don't remember if pole gives you a point or not. I'll go see if I have the 5 points. How the modified points work. As I do that, we're going to jump back up to Tony Stewart, who has the number 42 drop shadow on his tail. Three extra points for a win, and 1 extra point for a lap led, 1 point for most laps led, and 1 for a pole position. So the number 95 does get an extra point here. I would have to pull something up to see how the points are distributed. Other than that, yeah, that's how that works. Drop shadow back outside of the number 20 machine. He's looking to take second away from Tony Stewart. Now on that outside lane is Sunoco number 20. Not Sunoco number 20. Sunoco number 42 versus the Home Depot number 20. As these two cars battle it out here. 150 down, 50 to go. The only reason I'm saying that is because by the time we get to the line, yep, there goes Kyle Busch across the line. 150 officially down, 50 to go. In the NARL, the Axel Racing League Modified Series opener, or tour opener. I might say series, I might say tour. Weekly series is series, tour is tour. Tour does not run every week. Weekly series runs every week for 20 weeks straight. If you want to be part of the weekly series, make sure to join the Discord. If you want to be part of the tours, join the Discord. If you want to be a part of the Dirt AI series, join the Discord. Join. Ninja Axel Racing League. Also, probably do some more promoting in other Discords to get people, see if they want to be a part of it. Also, if you join my Discord and you want to send me a paint scheme for a vehicle that you want to run from Trade Paint, then you can. Just so it gets displayed out here in iRacing. Kyle Busch out, now lapping down the point there in number 8. As he is now put number 8 a lap down. You know what's funny about this? Davenport in the 8. He's running 8. And Kyle Busch in the 8. He's lapped the number 8. 8. There's so many 8s in this picture. 1, 2, well, not anymore. As he is now pulled way away from that guy. He's Ariel Williams actually 10 seconds away from Kyle Busch now as she runs in 4th. As Kyle Busch has been that dominant. The number 21 machine. They're running her laps. Kyle Larson will be the next one on the 8th list of cars to go hunt down. Tony Stewart back under pressure from Grock. As Grock is not letting up here in this number 42 machine. Number 42 of Grock Shadow wants this more than anyone. As he's running that 42 as hard as he can. Grock Shadow there in the 42. As Tony Stewart trying to hold on to this second place spot. I don't think there's going to be pit stops. No one looked like they needed a pit stop. We might see pit stops around 180. If I say, I'm going to say, if they don't enter the pit by lap between lap 170 to 185, they're probably not going to pit this race. So, if this starts becoming closer to that 185 lap mark, I don't expect them to come down pit road. If I do see one come down pit road at lap 185, I'm not expecting anyone to come down pit road past lap 195. So if someone stays out, that's good for them. Rock Shadow right now back to the outside of Tony Stewart here, as he's looking to make a move around the outside. He's looking to take that second place position back. Has Brock led a lap here tonight? That's the real question. Let me see if I can find the thingy that lets me see that. And lets you guys see that. It does not have it on the thing. I think there's a way to actually make it so this, so the power shows you. No, it did not. But we can look at best lap time for the drivers. As you can see right there, Kyle Busch 16.79 will be the fastest on the track here all night. The next closest was a 16.8 by Ariel. We also look at last time. It's 17.21, as you can see right here. Kyle Busch is putting up well, they're off the balance right now, but 0.5. Well, look at Ariel. Yeah, the last lap before that, he put up like a 0.3, 0.2 second gap up over them. As we go back between the gap. Now 9 seconds between him and Tony Stewart. Kyle Busch is probably on the tail of Kyle Larson and Lightning McQueen. As Lightning McQueen got passed by Kyle Larson, and he'll try and reel Larson back in. 168 laps in. It's going to be 169 once Kyle Busch comes down past the line. There goes 169. As the number 95 machine, next one on his list, the pole sitter looking to go lap down here. As it's been a rough day for that rusty number 95. But the Lucas Oil number 8 is looking to pass the 95 for the second time here tonight. Imagine being passed by a car twice in the same night, but you've gone, wow. How am I trying to phrase this? Being passed by a car twice in the same night, but he went around the whole track one more time than you did to pass you. So, that just proves that your car, or you're not, that's just saying you do not have a good night here tonight. One thing I do find, wow, cool and weird about the number 95 machine. Got a yellow cage on the opposite side of, so you can see the glass, but then you can see the yellow cage where it normally be black and stuff. I haven't seen many other colors like that. But that's cool. It's here goes Kyle Busch looking to make a move. As the number 8 looks to the outside. He had more speed around the outside than any driver here tonight. He had more speed around the inside than any driver here tonight. As now he looks to make his way around the 95 machine. Can he do it? As he's going to look to inside. Yes, he will. Lightning McQueen drift up for him. And now he's side by side with McQueen. He's going to look to pass him here. Into one, yes, he will. He put Lightning McQueen lap down. If he gets past Kyle Larson here, he'll have lap half the field. This is why we need more drivers. So if you're seeing this video, please join the NARL Discord or put it in the comments. If you don't have Discord, that you want to be a part of this and you want to become a driver. Kyle Busch in the number 8, looking to get past number 5 with Kyle Larson. 25 to go, coming to line now, 24 to go. We have made it to the final 25 laps of this race. 1/8 of the race left. We've already completed 7/8 of it. As Kyle Busch goes to the outside of Kyle Larson in turn 1. He'll look to put him a lap down. Now be at the field lap is off the corner. He's got a way faster car off the corner. As the Kyle is still battling out for a lead lap position. As Audubon only struggling there in the 5. Looking to build, have better luck next week. As actually, I'm going to go check real quick on where we're running for the next week of NARL. Martinsville is NARL's Wheel Modified Tour. But Super Late Model Tour, I believe they head to, well, I'm going to check real quick. They're heading to Stafford for 150 laps. 2 150 lappers back to back, and then another 150 lapper at Lanier. So we're going to, actually, no, I think it's 200 lappers there for the Wheel Modified Tour as they go, no, the 200 at Martinsville, and then 350 back to back for both series. As well as, I believe that Street Stocks have a 75 lapper on the same night that the Super Late Models are going to weekly series. As Kyle Busch does make his way around. 19 to go. Area of Illinois there in 4th. As Brock Shadow looking to make his way up inside top 3 into 2nd. As he is trying to get around this 20 car. He's been trying to get around this 20 all the race. As here he goes once again to the outside. Tony Stewart not letting this 42 by with ease. Tony Stewart has been able to get by, was able to get by Brock. Now Brock trying to do the same to Tony. Tony's been holding him off all race though. As once Kyle Busch crossed the line, he just did. He is over half a track ahead of 2nd. This is wild. He is over half a track ahead of 2nd. As 15 laps left in this one for these two drivers. Auto Benoit and Connor Hale. Actually, no, Bauer Benoit and Connor Hale battling out. I saw Benoit and the Hale move. I thought it was Auto Benoit and Connor Hale, but Bauer Benoit and Connor Hale battling out there for 8th. So that means Hale has caught the back of the 8 machine. And Auto Benoit's just falling right off. As that car has gone slower and slower over the pace of this long run. Jeff Gordon not able to see Kyle Busch catching him. As we watch Tony Stewart here with 12 to go run through 3 and 4 as he's just trying to stay in front of this number 42 machine, pick up those points as he has been moving that number 20 all night. He has not been fast enough for that number 8 machine, but neither has the 42 or anyone else. These two have been the 2 other fastest cars of the race. If Kyle Busch doesn't show up to this one, Brock and Tony Stewart are battling for this win all race. And Ariel Benoit and Jeff Gordon are battling for that 3rd place position. Right now, as we speak, neither of them are inside the top 3. They're all inside the top 5 though. As we got 9 to go. That video just hit an hour, but it's going to be over here in about 3 minutes. As Tony Stewart staying in front of the number 42 machine. The 42 keeps trying to reel him in. As I don't even think these guys are going to lap Auto Benoit. No, they're not, most likely. So for Kyle Busch to do that by lap 20, that's how fast his car is tonight. That thing might be illegal. obviously made it through tech because we're in iRacing, but holy fast car that is. The number 20 of Tony Stewart pulling away from Doc Shadow here, just trying to maintain this gap and maybe reel in the race leader a little bit, but he's not going to be able to take. If he can close that a 10-second gap in 5 laps, I'll be impressed. This is not a road course. If you start seeing Kyle Busch lose time to Tony Stewart, there's probably a wreck on the track. And I'm just waiting for it to hit 4 to go to see exactly. Yeah, they're exiting turn 1. They're exiting turn 1, and Kyle Busch is crossing the line. Or exiting turn 1, exiting turn 2. As you can see, Kyle Busch here about to get to 3 to go. Back behind him, waiting between Kyle Larson, battling it out. As they look to battle this one out to the end, as Kyle Larson got passed by Leg McQueen once again. As if there's a caution, I don't think there's any green light checker. I'm not sure if they have to green light checker. I have not tested that yet. I'm assuming it would have came with the Heat Racing update. I'll let you guys know in next week at the Super Late Model Tour. As final lap, white flag is out for Kyle Busch. As the number 8 Lucas Oil Machine has taken the white flag, his final time down the backstretch here at New Smyrna as he looked ahead 3 and 4, nice and easy. Checkered flags out. Kyle Busch wins it. We'll jump back to Tony Stewart and drop Shadow here through the final corner once again for these two. Brock making a last attempt outside, not going to do it. Tony Stewart will beat him to the line. Ariel Benoit ahead of Jeff Gordon, and that should do it. Is there anyone behind them? As no, there's not. Jeff Gordon rounds out your field. And let's go look at the results of this one. Race winner Kyle Busch in the number 18. The number 2. Well, 18, 8, same thing. Tony Stewart in the 20 will come home. P number 2. Grok Shadow in the 42 comes up 3rd. Ariel Benoit in the 21 machine will round out the top 4. I don't know why I said round out the top 4. That's not normally how you do it, but she did. Jeff Gordon comes home in 5th with the 24 machine. Number 95, Whelen McQueen, after starting on pole, had a disappointing night, coming home in 6th, 1 lap down. Kyle Larson will join him 1 lap down in 7th with that 5 machine. Bernal as well in his number 8 Oreo machine comes home in 8th, 1 lap down. Connor Hale in the number 67 machine will come home 9th, 1 lap down. And Bernal in the number 5 will come home in 10th, 1 lap down. Hope to see you guys next time at the Ninja Axel Racing. I just realized I forgot to hide the tower. Hope to see you guys next time here in the Ninja Axel Racing League. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the like and subscribe, and we hope to see you next time. Peace.